Now's the time when we have to talk about Blade. I have told y'all, and I'll repeat this again for the new people. There would be no 15 years of the MCU if Blade via Wesley Snipes had not come in and saved Marvel from bankruptcy, saved Marvel from the superhero genre in movies. Okay? Shout out to Wesley Snipes. Now, I'm also going to say this because I am one of those type of people that if I'm wrong about something or if new information comes to mind, I will always be humble enough. I'm never going to be arrogant about it to correct myself and to make sure I get the information right. Last week, I told y'all that Blade has to be one of the most disrespected characters in the MCU. My main premise for that, the main reason why I was saying that was because Blade was announced at the 2019 Comic Con convention, and um, it was announced with everything going on in phase 4. So naturally, I'm like, yo, y'all got all this phase 4 stuff happening, but nothing with Blade? Like, that's a problem to me. Now, it was brought to my attention. I mean, I just did a little research and I found this out. But apparently, that was not the case. And I did not know this. So, Kevin Feige actually revealed and said, he clarified right after that Comic Con convention that while it was made alongside the studio's phase 4 announcements, Blade is not part of that grouping. Okay. All right. So, in other words, Blade was never meant for phase 4. Blade was never meant to come out during the pandemic and stuff like that. However, so I own that. I own that now. Okay. However, y'all remember when Blade was supposed to come out? Blade was supposed to come out November of 2023. Now, things happen. Things happen. Okay, fine. Production got delayed. I still have my eye on y'all, Marvel. Y'all still let a whole script be suspect and be terrible and have lackluster scenes reportedly for a Blade script. Then you, for whatever reason, you sat on that script. For whatever reason, the director dropped out like a month before production and you had to go and basically start from scratch. So that's still an issue for me because call me a little skeptical on this. I don't think y'all do this with Deadpool. I don't think y'all would let that happen with Fantastic Four. I know y'all would definitely never let this happen with an Avengers movie. I just don't like the fact that Blade, the single property that basically enables you to exist, did not have enough oversight. That was a problem to me. Y'all let this slip through the cracks, and that's not okay. Now, with that said, there was some good news that happened because while Blade had been struggling, it did find a new director, and there was a little hope that things were going to get better. And you also had Mia Goth, the horror queen, joining the ranks. So I'm like, yo, we got Delroy Lindo, we got Mia Goth, we got two-time Oscar winner Mahershala Ali. Okay, everybody gets a bump in the road. I understand, but we back on track. And then we got some good news. That good news was Marvel added True Detective creator Nick Pizzolatto. I'm gonna just call him Nick because I don't know if I said his name right. And that right there was some positive news. It says True Detective creator has signed on to write Marvel Studios' Blade movie, reuniting Mahershala Ali, who starred in the 3rd season of True Detective. Says Nick is going to be taking on writing duties, working from a draft of a script by Emmy nominee Michael Starberry, which has been said to be darker than most MCU movies. All right. All right. And Blade is currently slated to hit theaters September 6th, 2024 as the final film in phase 5 of the MCU. Okay. So Blade is supposed to come and end phase 5. Okay. Now, first of all, 2024, Mahershala Ali about to be 50 years old by then. Because I think he like 49 right now. I don't like is Blade 2 gonna be shot at the same time? I'm just saying, like, I need y'all to use our people while we got them here. Don't be sitting there talking about like we getting another Blade movie 10 years later. And Mahershala ain't even like able to do it. No, don't do this. But here's the good news. The good news is we got a good writer. Because True Detective is a pretty good show. I've watched it. I haven't watched the third season, but I think that this was a good move because Mahershala Ali reportedly was not feeling good about the fact that, you know, the script was boo-boo, right? Previous script was booty juice and the action scenes weren't hitting. So they got rid of that. They got another writer. It was a little late. Y'all sat on that for a whole year, but y'all eventually got another writer. Okay, fine. And now you went and got another writer that has been proven, done great stuff, and has had good rapport with Mahershala Ali. They work together. They're fine. That is fantastic. We just got done talking about what happened. Now, here's the thing. I'm a little concerned because you went and got this new, better writer 1 month, maybe a couple weeks before production was going to start. This remind me of that whole thing with the Fast and Furious when they lost their director and they just was like, yo, on the plane, I'm gonna rewrite this whole thing in like a couple days. And maybe this writer is very talented, but I've told y'all before, writing scripts don't happen overnight. And you mean to tell me for this property that you owe your whole existence to, you're gonna bring in a writer a month before production? Okay, maybe this writer rewrites things. Maybe it works out. But y'all, we got a whole writer strike. And y'all know what that eventually had to come to. Once again, Marvel hits pause on the Blade movie due to the writer strike. And that is breaking news that just happened. Marvel Studios is shutting down pre-production on its vampire thriller starring Mahershala Ali, which was set to begin filming next month in Atlanta. I am extremely disappointed with this. I am frustrated because, like I said before, yes, things happen, but I don't, again, I'm only going off of what's reported. I feel like the ball was dropped in terms of the oversight for Blade and everything. How a bad script was able to exist for so long and you didn't get on that earlier, that's a problem. And now you have to deal with this writer strike and you could barely do anything. You could barely sit here and go shoot. You could barely go do anything. And we don't know how long this strike is going to last. And however long it lasts, you got to push that production date down. I told you, we were supposed to get it, what, September of 2024 or whatever it was. Now, might be December, might go into 2025. We don't know. So, outside of just massive disappointment, there's really nothing else I can say about it because it's until these studios get it together, until the writers get back, this was my nightmare. This was my nightmare that the writer's strike was going to affect things that we really care about or things that we were really looking forward to. And Blade was definitely top on that list. So Blade is going to be delayed. But the only positive thing I can think of at this point, and I'm gonna try and end this on a good note. The one thing I can think about in a positive sense is now y'all got no more excuses. Y'all got y'all director, y'all got y'all cast, y'all got y'all writers. I'm not saying the writer got it right. I understand it's still a strike. But now y'all better cook. I need y'all to cook. Matter of fact, I want y'all to put this in the slow roast. Put it in the little oven or whatever. Let that sucker marinate for a little bit. Make sure that as soon as you are able to put that sucker in the pot cooker and marinate it in all the juices, and y'all can get ready to like serve that up. I want this to be one of the best movies Marvel's ever made. Because y'all got time. Y'all gonna delay it. I told y'all before, I will wait for quality. I don't need y'all to hurry up and send me a bunch of stuff that, deteriorates and it's not even all that good quality. I'll wait for good quality. Y'all on the clock. TikTok. Y'all let me know, what do you think about the Blade update being delayed and how we've been doing this for a while. Y'all knew this movie was gonna happen for a while. Just letting it sit there, getting cold. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments below.